Hello, I am Ultronicon 2, and today I will be doing a movie review. In the background, you will see me be playing Passepartout, the starving artist. Don't worry about that, I'll tell you about this at the end of the video. This is going to be about the beginning of Frank. This will be a mini-series on the Ultronicon channel. So, Frank starts off with a mediocre songwriter who still lives with his parents named named Jean. I'm sorry about me sometimes saying stuff backward wrong. I am still new to this whole recording and stuff, but it starts off with Jean singing to himself about stuff that is happening around him. Like, he starts singing about children playing in the sand, band coming to his town, and all of that. If you watch the movie, it explains itself because you watch the movie, so you know what it says. But basically, Jean, you can tell he is not happy by how he goes around town and stuff. He even sings in his head about the people of his town, which brings me to my second point. He is utterly insane. I wouldn't be surprised if this movie is just about an insane person who is thinking this is happening. But this video, it's probably gonna just be about the first part of the whole movie review. First half. No, not first half. The first quarter, most likely. Yeah, I'm gonna say first quarter. So basically, Jean goes to his neighborhood deli, and he orders, well, I mean, that's not really important. He orders like a ham sandwich, I think. But when he's ordering it, he overhears the band. I don't know how to say the name, and I don't want to be insensitive, so he hears the band having a dispute about what they sing about. Basically, when he leaves the place, in earshot, it is just showing Jean himself sitting on a bench next to a lady, and he talks to her a little bit. She is not important again. Most people aren't important in this, but basically, Jean is a keyboard artist. He plays the keyboard. He's a pianist. But when he's talking to this lady, you hear in the background a guy saying that he's going to do it. He's going to kill himself, I think. Not 100% sure. I literally just watched the beginning of it again. It's been years since I've watched the whole movie. But basically, this movie is a lot different from most movies. It's an independent film. So the movie, where I see it, not where it actually is, I see it as it starts with when the camera turns to show the guy trying to drown himself in the whole thing. And I see that's how it starts, and that's how Jean sees his way into joining the Psychophonins. I hope I'm saying that right. I don't know if I am, don't know if I am not. Say in the comments if you watch this movie, because I will be surprised if you have. And if you have, please tell me you're one of the people that actually liked it on YouTube, because it's free on YouTube. But basically, Jean is Like, basically the band's director goes up to Jean, talking about the guy, and he's saying, the guy basically says, oh no, the keyboard, oh frick, the keyboard artist is going to die, because I can't swear on this channel. He says, oh frick, the keyboard guy, he says, I'm going to need to find a new keyboard person, I don't know the name for it. And Jean says, oh, well, I play the keyboard, sir. I play keyboard. What? I can help with this. Basically, the guy goes to the truck, checks back, and at this point you think, oh, it's probably gonna be nothing. It doesn't matter. He's probably not even going to join this band. If I haven't been saying he is going to join the band. But basically, he's like, oh, I'm not gonna join. I didn't mean that. I can't replace the person who's been in all of the albums. Sorry. Then the guy comes back and says, can you play the G, F, and D on keyboard? And John says yeah. Then it goes to him at the party with the people. There's my favorite part is the theremin in it. Since you don't know me that well, I love theremins, and it's mainly from this movie. I have to say that. But basically, so Jean isn't really seen as a band member yet in this whole thing, as you can tell because he just joined. But basically, nobody trusts him. And so they play. They're pretty good, as you can expect from the movie. But in the middle of a song, the whamming on the theremin sets on fire, and she yells at the guitar, the bass player, I think, not 100%, could be guitar, about why did you stop? Why the F did you stop? And they all get mad. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention Frank comes out during the act. The first time that you see Frank, which the movie is about. And I'll explain more about him later, maybe at the end of the video. So probably next thing, because I'm recording this at like midnight because I have nothing else to do. So basically, she's yelling at the guitar player about stopping the entire thing and that, you know, but and then when they leave the stage because she was yelling at him and all that, Frank turns to look at Jean, which I think is the main character of the movie. I could be wrong. I could be corrected if people want to correct me or not. I don't care. But yeah. So Jean is really cool. Why did I just say that randomly? He's not cool. He's the nerdiest of characters. Basically, after all of that, after the lady and the guy leave the stage, I'm not saying their names because we haven't learned them yet. Well, technically we did, but don't shut up. I'm the person talking. So basically, Frank turns to look at Jean, like confused, like what? Why is he there? Why is he here? Because their manager clearly didn't say anything about Jean being there, and that just saying, oh yeah, we need a new keyboard person. So that's how much I'm going to talk for this video. If it gets likes, I will talk about Frank again. But remember to make sure my brother Ultronicon plays will be okay with this. Because I made sure. But basically, Frank is a really cool dude as the movie goes on. From there. And you see how he is after more of that, and you can tell that he's just a regular person. Oh yeah. He also wears a freaking head-sized mask that covers his entire head that makes him look like one of the Passepartout artists. That's why I picked to play this game while talking about this movie.